Well then, hello there. Welcome to my stream. I don't know who's in it right now, and if you end up watching it later, that's also good, because I'm probably going to have this as like a live video or something. But I'm going to show you guys how to get gooped. I literally just died from a raid. I'm going to show you right now. I just died, right? It was a fun-ass raid. Everyone worked together. It was fun as shit. So this is what we're going to do, all right? This is the loadout we're working with. Literally nothing. We're going to do nothing, all right? Now, this is good because, you know, Expedition's coming up. So we got to come up with ways to get that bread fast. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we can't rely on the decks anymore to give us a free snap hook, you know? So it's been 1 minute. We're gonna go in a game. It doesn't matter what you play, but specifically me, I have played a fuck ton of Spaceport. However, if you want to maximize your chances of getting loot, always like getting loot or like money specifically, like if you want to get your space coins up, go for a harvester. Okay, this is not going to be super educational in terms of getting money. This is just how to get gear, just how to get gooped. So we're gonna go in with a custom loadout. I have 3 save slots. One of them are going to be using a snap hook. You can do the same thing without the snap hook. It just won't be as fast. So let's do this. Let's get into this. See how many of my friends are online. It's whatever. And I am now rocking this fit. This is my fit, okay? This is my fit. I don't care what nobody is talking about. I fuck with this fit hard, all right? So we're going to go in. Absolutely no guns. It's solos, okay? So this isn't really supposed to be PvE, but hey, look, if you guys are here for fights, this is not where it's gonna happen. I am strictly here just to get goop. I don't care about nobody's talking about. I don't even need to fight people, let alone do PvE to get gear. If I end up fighting people, I fight people. But for the most part, let's just worry about getting gear. I have no guns, I have no heals, I have no nothing, all right? I have a medium shield, so I could take more damage, but that's about it, you know? I'm gonna be tired as fuck, so let's see. We spawn all the way over here. First ticket, we're gonna go to rocket assembly. We're gonna let the AI talk or whatever is going on. We're gonna let them talk because I literally can't hear shit while they're speaking. All right, so first things first, we're gonna go to rocket assembly. Rocket assembly already is gonna guarantee us some purples and blues. Okay, so we're gonna go to rocket assembly. This is a late game, unfortunately. It's not a brand new game, but let's see what we can walk out with. All right, I have the security breach skill too, so that's also going to be a big factor right here. Unfortunately, somebody already looted, so let's see what they left behind. Some plastics and fabric. Honestly, this is kind of huge. So we already got 3 bandages. All right, so now we got some white health heals. So I'm gonna assume that they basically cleared out this building, but it's nice to have some heals. Okay. Damn, sun is gleaming. We're gonna run through bottom. Hopefully, no one wants to fight us, especially considering the situation we're in. But you know, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. All right. I got 2 things that can give me chemicals. So instantly, just gonna recycle that. Unfortunately, we don't get enough. We have 2. I think there's somebody in here. Yeah, probably literally around the corner. So we're gonna go for this right quick. See if we can salvage. There we go. Maybe some crude explosives. Alright, so our next goal is gonna be to find some rubber. We got a friendly here, I'm assuming. Yeah, he's doing a fill depot, so he's gonna leave us alone, most likely, and we're gonna leave him alone. I mean, I don't have shit to begin with, so that is honestly for the best. How you doing, brother? Sometimes your voice may or may not be able to disarm people. I don't know what's going on in that instance, but we're gonna get out. I know trouble when I see it. And he was slowly lurking towards us with a armed gun. So he is armed and dangerous. And we also need to be armed. Alright, so with this being crafted, this now gives us some of the most important items in the game. Some adrenalines. I know some people would probably use that opportunity to craft some bombs for themselves, or maybe not at all, but that's not what we're here for. I'm trying to get you guys a full loadout that you could possibly extract with, maybe even get a hatch key, but unfortunately my favorite room to get like everything started for that is kind of not giving me what I want. So our godsend is going to be a security breach. Hopefully we could find one that hasn't been looted, but this is proving rather difficult. Maybe a gun that somebody left behind or just dropped, you know, like literally anything would help us right now. So we're going to take all of this and we basically just have like chemicals. We now have a shield recharger though. So that's good. So, you know, inventory, and you know, like a little bit of gear is coming along, a little bit of gear. Nothing too crazy. Again, you are risking it with confrontation of players, so if you are really scared of people, just avoid them like the plague. So it sounds like people are possibly fighting over here. I'm not sure. Okay. How you doing, man? So I'm not sure what is going on right now. But this is exactly why I have what I have. Just to kind of get out of the sticky situations. So my goal out of all of this is basically to go up. I don't want to deal with the Rocketeer at all. I don't want to deal with people. There's too many people here. Honestly, even if you was to get into a fight, this is just really, really bad. So, somebody has security breach also. Let's see what they left us. Sensors. Not bad. Alright, got more crude explosives. I'm also trying to like get loot that you would typically need, like to extract with. Got some kind of ammunition, you know, we'll take that. Let's see, can we get armed? Alright. Results may vary. Again, remember that this was a late raid. So the likelihood of us finding too much anything good right now is pretty low. Pretty low. That also might be another reason why people are more friendly than nothing right now, because everybody kind of already looted everything. Batteries are very, very important, so never turn down batteries if you find any. You want to avoid taking damage as much as possible. Alright, we got a rather crude way of defending ourselves. But nonetheless, we have some protection now. Kind of, but not really. There is a body here. It is picked clean. Alright, that is not a good sign. Let's see, this has been looted. There's a gun crate. Trying to see if they left anything behind at all, you know? Also, looting all of these containers gives you XP, so it genuinely doesn't hurt to look. Alright, looks like we're not getting lucky at all, honestly. You can honestly look in old stuff too, like people just like drop stuff in it too. You could do that. It does not look like we're getting lucky though, unfortunately. No. Getting batteries, again, which are really important items. Whoever is here doesn't need batteries, so that gives us batteries. You're not yielding any loot though, unfortunately. We're not getting any guns. We're kind of just getting riffraff. I mean, we're worth like 30k, you know, a little sizable amount, nothing too serious. So this is how you get done this up fast. You fall with some momentum, and you just kind of slam down to the bottom. Right, there's one locker. Let's see, we got some seeds. Seeds are kind of important, but not really. Right, we got more batteries. We can also craft us another recharger. Again, if we were able to get an earlier raid, we would have had first pickings on this and probably could have snagged us some loot. But unfortunately, this is what we're working with. So let's see if we could get like a core or something. There we go, right on time. Alright, so we got, you know, we got 3 rechargers. Like, this is decent, you know, this is decent. If we would have found any gun, it would have been possible to do PvP, but we cannot do that right now, unfortunately. We do need that. I will be taking that. Another thing you're going to want to do is look in common areas for bodies. It is possible that somebody literally just died anywhere. You could do that. You don't really got to go out of your way for it. Just go through an area. You literally might just find a body, and you might get stacked. You never know. This is where the adrenalines we crafted come in handy. Bro, I do not like doing this. I'm not going to like that. There's a rated flare over there. Could have just died to nothing, you know? So we're going to switch to this right quick. And we're going to see if my favorite building has been looted. Or improperly looted. Alright, got some unchecked drawers. Got some potential here. We got nothing crazy, bro. Nothing crazy. Like, this is regular. This is regular loot. Oh, we got something purple. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I see a turret there. So that could mean that no one came up to loot that specific side from that way. We're on 4 bandies. I'm still getting batteries, so you know I kind of need these. I'm not gonna lie. This is to the point where if you get something you really want, if you have the safe pockets, put it in the safe pocket. But as of right now, we cannot fight anything. No arcs, no players, nothing. So we really need to get geared up fast. Batteries are arguably one of the most important things in the game outside of processors. It lets you create augments and repair shields and make medium shields. So we are going to pick that up. Duct tape is used for almost every single attachment. Almost. Well, a lot of the important ones. So you're going to want to prioritize picking that up. Yeah, we're just not getting lucky. Don't want to draw the attention of the arcs right now. Just gonna jump over that. Okay, so I see some stuff looted, which is exactly what I mean by we have sloppy looters. Alright, we got an attachment. Alright, we're okay. We're good. This is why you have the medium shield. This is exactly why. So we're gonna fall with the zip. Ark is not gonna follow us down here. We now have to use one of our rechargers. Oh, never mind. I didn't know it can follow us. Okay. So we're gonna wait for it to open up. Oh, I am low. Okay. I'm seeing that the room is open. I still have the stamina. I can make it to the room. We're gonna close this. It just kind of reset. We're just gonna reset. I don't see anybody in here. We're gonna reset. Bah.
I repeat, 10 minutes.
It is tough out here with no guns, man. If we would have spawned early, we definitely would have found a gun by now. We're just kind of getting like whatever is leftovers, and this is honestly terrible. This is so bad, bro. I gotta definitely redo this run. Alright, I still have those two. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna prioritize taking back with us some money right quick, because honestly, if you have money, you can just buy shit. So I got 44K right now, and again, these are scraps. These are not, you know, this is not like fresh, bro. If this was fresh, it'd be a whole different story. We're gonna go over that, hopefully, and get a game with that. But right now, considering that this is basically bullshit, I mean, this is not bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not bad. So let's heal up. Unfortunately, we use all of our rechargers. We top off health. The only extract available is going to be these two. It's possible to bounce back when you're in so late of a game. It is possible. But like, this is, it's still difficult, you know, like 40K worth of shit and everything is like, you know, leftovers. I can't even fight Hornets right now, you know? I don't got any guns. The thing with the Hornet is that it's really easy to dodge. Just standing still for a bit, let it charge up. Okay, we got a wasp on us too, so that's not good. I'm gonna pop this. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna switch to this. Open that. What the fuck is going on with that? Alright. Don't want to lose the snap puck. Alright, there are still some things we can do. Surprised someone was able to get a gun crate with a turret literally blasting at them. That is... It's pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm finding all this ammo. I'm not finding what I want. Alright, so we got this. We need one more sensor and we could basically craft the hatch kit. You know, we could basically leave whenever we want, a safer manner. So, with that being the case, I'm actually gonna go to another place that I think should give us that. Starting so late honestly blows, but ain't nothing I can do about it right now. So we're actually gonna go here. Since it's so late in the game. And all we need to recover is basically one sensor. So we're gonna jump here. Again, you don't even need a snap hook for this. You can literally just go through like that.
By the arrival building.
Right, again, people are sloppy looters. Don't be afraid to just go in a spot that somebody has possibly been in. People loot sloppy. Very sloppy. I'm gonna craft me some rechargers, not some rechargers, some adrenaline shots, as many as I can, just to kind of get rid of that plastic and give me a full stack. Yeah, people are sloppy looters. It is this late in the game and I am still finding stuff, so Unfortunately, though, we're not finding anything that's super noteworthy, you know? I'm gonna recycle this. It gives me 12, which allows me the option to craft 2 shield rechargers. Only have 1 power cell though, so gotta work with what we got. Let's get some shield back. I'm not worried. I have a hatch key and I know exactly where to go. I can go underground or I can stay up top. I still have enough time to see if I can do anything, you know?
5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
But I'm not gonna lie, this game is not turning around. These are extremely easy to avoid. Man, somebody just died. Everything is an opportunity, by the way. So I'm pretty sure that guy just died on hatch. Now, if you're really pressed for loot, you can kind of be an asshole and go finish him. You don't have to, but it is a suggestion that you can do nonetheless. So that guy is making it out. It's 3 minutes in. I honestly have no interest in it. I could check it to see if there's a body there. Which probably sounds like it, considering the damn thing is going off like that. But I don't know if that guy's friendly, considering I heard a Raider flare pop. And instantly someone else hit it, so I don't know. So we're gonna restart this. Again, I'm still leaving out, well, like, basically, like, 50k worth of shit. Nothing crazy. But a lot of this is, like, borderline scrap stuff, you know? Craft me another recharger. At this point, I'm just gonna pick that up. Anything I can find that's worth of value. Got a bag here that somebody improperly looted. And I'm just gonna stock that. Sometimes you can loot stuff off the walls. You can breach some good stuff too, but let's see. No lockers. So this is the hatch we're going for. I don't have any sensors though, so I should probably get the hell out of here. Alright, I mean, we got something.
Let's head home at the departures hatch.
So this is where we gotta go. I was hoping we could get lucky and find some sensors, but unfortunately not.
Head home at the central elevator. 2 minutes left.
Let's see if we can get lucky. If not, we're gonna have to hit the public hatch. We are unfortunately not lucky, so this is what we gotta go for. So we're gonna go back, up throughout. Could probably get lucky and find something over here. We are not lucky this game, and we cannot craft the life-saving hatch key, which would have been great. But it's alright. There's someone at it, so we're gonna be cautious. I have 1 bullet. So with it being so late in the game, I see that guy. Just gonna ping him. I know he's over there. Pretty much. But we're gonna have to see if he wants to fight or not.
There.
this is a risky play having your back turned towards the enemy, but we all have to leave, so. And it looks like he's not making it. And that's unfortunate for that guy. "25 minutes. And that's what we get. Oh man, to call this a waste would be a shame. But this is what you do with all of this shit. Literally sell it all, except for the shit that you need. I have 2 stacks of batteries now, which I needed, and that. So always have, you know, some form of deductive reasoning. Like, what do you need? What do you not need? I'm gonna take that. Look at, you know, as you take what you need, you know, it goes down or whatever. I need that. And in this case, I could sell everything else. For some people, it's heartbreaking. However, it's not. Okay? It's not the end of the world. Sell it all, 30K. Boom, just like that. And we've upgraded our initial value of everything else. As you can see, only repair your medium shield if it's like 49, 50, you know, something around that range. If it's like 30, 20, recycle it. Because it only costs you like a battery and then a circuitry. Everybody's gonna tell you, oh, just recycle it so you can get the arc circuitry back. It only makes sense, you know, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you can still repair your gear, you know. Only repair these, don't repair these, okay? Let's move forward. After you've amassed a little bit of coin, okay? So let's say our budget is like 40K, right? You can come here, you know, look for some guns, you know what I'm saying? You got 40K. You could arguably make a decent loadout. Grab this, right? You like the kettle or like, you know, the kettle in the free loadout, grab that. You don't need to. But at the very least, grab these 2. There we go. We spent like 14, 15K.
A safe fallback, reliable under pressure.
You know, 14, 15K of our money. So now we're gonna take that pistol we just bought. Level 1. I have another one, of course. With the attachment. Right? We're gonna go to the workshop. You know, your chicken should be gathering you some supplies. You can either let it stack, you can do whatever you want. Craft you some bullets, you know, whatever you can muster. Let's go with 100. Considering I just put a 22, you know, 22 extendo mag on it. Let's go with that. If you get the chance, by the way, this is how you make money for real, for real. You want to make energy clip ammo, this is how you make a fuck ton of bread. Whenever you get the chance. I'm just going to do it for me. But boom, quick 75,000 just like that. Go. Now, your chicken could, considering how much supplies your chicken can make for you, we'll just go in with a full stack of like bandages. If we can make a recharger, we'll take it. Unfortunately, we cannot because I don't take home arc power cells. So we have 2 rechargers, a full, like, you know, let's see if we can get a full stack of adrenaline shots. Let's see if we can do that. Should be able to. 2, boom, full. We got some cover. We got a little bit of ways of creating distance. Nothing too crazy. Again, you don't need a snap hook, but if you have it, might as well use it. Don't have no gear fear. We're at 20K. So basically anything above this number is net profit. Anything above that number is profit. So 40K is 60K and so on and so forth. So let's just get back into a game. Is launch tower loot. So obviously a lot of the good players are going to be here. A lot of the good geared up players are going to be around this area. So that means literally anything around here is going to be a hot spot like that, considering these are all basically red zones. Okay, this is a rat den right here. This is a rat den. I don't go here. The loot here is terrible. This is a literal god spot. It literally says Exodius. You get guaranteed purples here. Maybe not a lot, but guaranteed purple is there. If you have a key card, that's literally the only reason to come to control tower. So literally the only places that people loot is these right here. You can like freely loot it, which gives you a very high chance of getting a lot of loot really fast. But you know, you might have to fight depending on your lobbies, of course. You also have the 2 towers, depending on if you have a key or not. And yeah, you know, on other maps, there's little spots you can like do puzzles and whatnot to get gear, but that's for like maps like Dan Battlegrounds and like, you know, things of that nature. So hopefully we can get a brand new game, or at least a good start. Alright, this is not exactly a brand new game, but it's pretty much it. So, for this particular spawn, we spawn next to a field depot. Don't go for the field depot. Go here. Sometimes a gun crate can spawn. There's just so much talking going on, but you're gonna understand what I'm saying. Go here, because our whole goal right now is to basically get to the departure building. Sometimes a gun crate can spawn right there. Unfortunately, it didn't spawn, so we're not going to go for it. Now, with the direction we're running in, I am going to make a beeline for this tower. One, I have a snap hook, so I don't have to take the zip line. Again, since it's so early in the game, you possibly can get there first. Just pay attention to your surroundings. Literally, there's a guy snap hooking in, so I'm not going to go for it. I'm going to wrap around and go to the departure building. Even if I do not get into an escalation that leads into it being a fight, I know it's looted, so I'm not going to go for it. It is the beginning of the game, and I am not willingly going for leftovers. I am looking for the lion's share. So I'm seeing a radar flare go off, and that's like literally in between the departure building and over here. So either he could be responsible, but I didn't hear anything. I'm hearing stuff now. I'm not seeing anything. So I'm just going to go this way. Sometimes a field cache can spawn there. So people are fighting in this. This is a PvP lobby, unfortunately. So we're going to see how we can navigate the world. You can also see, because that guy is there sniping, we're going to see how we can navigate the world with a level 1 pistol, okay? Now, our problem isn't magazine size, it's reload. So if we do get into a fight, which I hope we kind of don't, our disadvantage in any fight right now is going to be reload speed. So with this lobby being a little bit more PvP, I'm just going to do that. It's not perfect. It's not perfect and it doesn't last long, but it gets the job done. Makes me feel secure. We're going to see if we get a security locker. We do not get a security locker. We're going to loot this. Snow globe instantly in the butt pocket. We got this right here, instantly in the butt pocket. Now I have both of these right here. Let's see if we can nail us some arc upstairs, which would then give us some rechargers. So that item is blue, but it's heavy. So I'm just going to put it off for now, see if we can get something better. Right, there we go. We're getting some lion's share of loot now. You can easily leave with just 50k from just this room. So if you do not feel comfortable fighting, if you spawn in a couple of games and you are able to get here first, literally just loot the room and exfil. The exfil is right behind. Alright, we got humidifiers. People be needing those for quests. I don't need it, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not doing this for other players. I just personally don't want to carry an item that isn't really gonna bring me too much value. So I seen that someone died. So I personally loot this way. I like to get the open stuff first. Just because I know I don't have to touch this again. And I'm confident that there isn't anyone here. Alright, I don't get anything. So I'm going to work my way back downstairs. But for starters, I'm going to take the zip. And we're going to work on trying to get a hatch key. There we go. Sensor 1 acquired. Sensor 2 acquired. And sensor 3 acquired. So now all we need is advanced components. So there is someone here, which means that he is below me. So what I'm gonna do is what I believe to be a smart play. I'm gonna insta push the weapon crate. Considering the fact that I have one gun, I'm at a disadvantage. Any gun I get will be an upgrade. So I get an anvil. And you can hear it outside that people are indeed fighting. Fighting, dying, doesn't matter. I don't like the vibe that I'm getting. So I'm gonna position myself. Alright, so we're gonna try and capitalize. There's a guy that's fighting underneath. Yep. Triggered as much. So we won't loot. So we need to position ourselves to acquire loot. Bit risky, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a good payoff. Somebody's inside right now. This body right here is literally free loot. So he's still dealing with the drones. There's a guy underneath that's PvPing. I'm gonna loot this body. He's a free kit. Gives me a barricade. That. Some ammo. Great. There's two guys under there. I know this guy over here in particular is not friendly because he was shooting at a guy. So we're gonna see if we can get the drop on him and kill him. After we kill him, we need to leave. You're good. I'm not sure if that guy over there is friendly though, because there was a guy that went to the towers over there that somebody over here was shooting at.
I'm not shooting at you, by the way. I'm shooting these Hornets to escape.
The launch pad.
All right, we got a rat behind us. We got a rat behind us.
Down for this bastard.
Be careful, the rat is by you. The rat's by you.
third one this round.
Good shit.
Ugh.
Nah, it was definitely you. You have a Pharaoh. It was definitely you, buddy. Thank you. Yep, we're taking care of rats. How you doing?
Nice gymnastics together, Doug.
It wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. It wasn't even me. Bro.
Thank you very much, kind sir.
That was the third one this freaking round.
Oh, you.
Alright. So I don't know about anybody else's lobbies, but my lobbies are like that. Justice will be had in my lobbies for the rats. It's fine if you want to PvP. Do not sneak nobody in the back. You will be dealt with accordingly. Alright. So I want to investigate what's going on down there. I know it's risky. However, it could yield some coin. So I'm genuinely interested. So I'm gonna hop down there. And we're gonna see the carnage, or if this guy is camping or not. So let's see what we're working with. Should be a body down there. Let's see, Pharaoh. Not sure if it was self-defense or not. So we're gonna see if we can find any more bodies on here. Because there was a lot of shooting going on. We're gonna see, the hatch isn't that far, it's like all the way towards the back. We're just gonna see what we're dealing with. I think I'm gonna run up this way right quick.
Head home at the departures hatch.
I'm not sure what he's doing. Unfortunately, fell a little bit too far. So let's see if I can go up and get some goop. I'm seeing lockers on bottom. Unlooted. Man, it's kind of not what I wanted to happen, but... Let's see. This floor's unlooted, so it might yield us some good rewards. Alright, just like I thought. Good rewards. Getting a ton of money in this run, so it's pretty good, honestly. Let's see, what do we drop? Alright, there we go. See how much profit we are netting in right now. Let us see. Alright. I think we're about 20k, so we have like 60k worth of profit right now. 60k. We're sitting on like 60k. This is exactly what I need. Alright. So we are in a bind. Let's see. Alright, first things first. Secure the arc power cells. First things first. A warehouse key, so you might want to try and do this in the same game if we can do it. Looks like we got 2 wristwatches. I do actually need it, so I'm gonna put it in the safe pocket for now. We're not getting blessed, unfortunately. If I could help it, I would really just want to take a hatch and get out of this game. Or we're just going to keep playing it through. Also, the longer you play, the more XP you get. So, that's worth noting. Especially if you just started playing. Alright. So, I believe I did have rubber when I came here. So I gotta find those. Alright. Let's see if we can find what we're looking for. Any processors. Now, normally I would pick those up, but I need an advanced electric component, so I've got to go to an electrical spot. Alright, let's see if I can find some rubber. We do. Found our old rubber. Let's see. Unfortunately, we're going to have to let something go, so let's do that. Got those 2 rechargers. Take this down. Alright. Back to full health. Back to mostly full shield. See, sometimes there's a bag there. Don't see any there, so we're gonna keep it pushing. I need to get to a place that has electrical, so that is specifically this area in front. It's not this Exodius building, though that would be nice. gonna be this building right here. I'm just trying to keep track of the guns I'm hearing. Looks like someone's looted this partially. There we go, got the component. And we now have a hatch key. So we can leave. Just like that. Sometimes people don't pick them up. But if you have the crafting skill, I really suggest you do pick it up. That'd be the difference between you getting out alive and you having to take a chance taking the public thing. So this hatch is literally right here.
An ARC orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Hold space. Jump over.
Head home
Tap
at the
that.
East Trench hatch.
That's one of the new things. I am not dealing with that shit. I am out. 2 successful hatches. Again, you can craft your hatch key and get out. Sometimes you get unfortunate and you have to take the public one. But if you can, I would invest in getting the skill that allows you to craft hatch keys. You would not believe how unbelievably reliable they are. I wanted to loot this in a game, but it was getting late and a lot of people were starting to fight, so I'm just not messing with that. Again, I'm going to repair this. I'll take those batteries, and I have a bunch of stuff to sell, so let's just sell some stuff right quick that I just straight up don't need. I need these for right now, so I'm just not going to sell them until I use them for what I need to use them for. 51k net profit, and I have 2 keys that I can use. I'm also going to sell that. Keep that there. I'm going to sell this as well. And springs are definitely important, so I will take those. So, sell that. Don't keep any extra ammo unless it's like this. Anyways, that being the case, we're gonna go to Raider, we're gonna go to Projects, and I'm not sure if it's this or not. It is this. Alright, so we're gonna commit the resource. We got a whole bunch of good goodies. Send that in. I have a water pump. I need 1 wash driver, and I need 3 rusted bolts. These are extremely easy to get. And again, I would do these. Any chance you get that you get like projects and whatnot, I would do these. I would waste no time in doing these. Because honestly, even if you lose these items and you're doing an expedition, all of these items add value. 10k, 6.3k, 6.6k. So these two are basically like 13k on top of the 10k's, 23k, 28,000, just like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even got to use it. Again, my chicken is maxed out, so I'm getting like 8. So let's see what we can top up on. I basically have over 100k in 2 games. Granted, you can get even more, and you can get that in 1 game. But with the route that I'm running specifically, this is for anyone can follow it. If you aren't PvP crazy, you literally just want to play the game and get through, you do not have to worry about not being able to get a bag because you don't fight like your friends. You feel me? Like, you can still get a bag, bro. You can still get a bag depending on your level and everything, because level doesn't matter because you'll have all of these skills to unlock. But the way I'm playing ensures you get like maximum amount of XP gains, so you can get those levels nice and quick. And then, you know, you can invest in your skill trees. There are some things that would change, you know, considering the current skill points that I have. But since I'm doing the expedition, I am getting 5 to 10 additional skill points. So literally this is going to be different. But for the most part, I will leave this exactly how it is. I would not change this. I would literally leave this tree exactly how it is. You got Traveling Tinkerer, which allows you to craft additional items, aka the hatch key. You could be in a game looting your ass off, alright? Just looting everything. You don't have to worry about getting in with the public. You can literally just find everything you need for a hatch key, man. So you would go to utility, you would mesmerize this right here. You need advanced electrical components and sensors. Sensors are what you find on the walls. It can be yellow, it can be red, and you would breach the wall panel, and you're always gonna find sensors and maybe some processors. So you would do that. Advanced electrical components. Obviously, you can also see it can be found in electrical based areas, right? But again, specifically spaceport, you can literally walk into that room. It will almost always be like somewhere in there. You will guaranteed find at least one unless someone has been there. And you know, I don't want to even use guarantees because sometimes it's just genuinely not there. Again, it's not that hard to find though. You just have to be within an electrical environment and you literally just see one laying around. Now, what if you can't find it and you just want to be safe anyway, bro? You can either craft a key or buy a key. You get cred every game you play. You would take your cred, you would go to traders, go to security, and you would buy a hatch key for 100 creds. I do not recommend doing this unless you have finished your decks. Decks are free items that the game gives you. Free cosmetics, free items for your thing. Literally, bro. And look, it all costs credits. You can get a hatch key for half off. And again, one-time use, so better keep that in your safe pocket. But hey, look, right there, boom. So with that out of the way, I have one recharger. I made money, so I'm gonna go to Lance and I'm gonna buy some rechargers this time. I have money. You're gonna have games where you die back to back. So whenever you get money, please reset daily. Literally just buy all the white heals. If you feel like you need a medium shield and can't craft one, you can buy one up to 3 times a day off of Lance. So there you go. I'm going to continuously do spaceport because spaceport is personally my bread and butter. It's a little bit of everything. It's open, but there isn't really like, you know, like people, you can fight here. You have to worry about like rodents. You know, there are people who just like sit on towers and snipe and do all other shit, or like how that other guy was just sitting in a corner sniping me with a pharaoh. Again, depending on the environment that you're in, solos, people might help you. Don't rely on people to help you, because I was full ready to just push that kid and go kill him. But yeah, it can be like anything, man. If you're playing duos, just always be sure to take care of the trash. Alright, spawns are going to be wildly different. We spawn here this time. And it is a very, very early game. So, usually what I would do is I would run straight to the department building. But honestly, I'm going to go to the... Actually, no. I'm going to do my loop path. Like my usual loop path. The only reason why I would go to the arrival building is specifically for this. You see that? I would go there specifically for that. I personally have a snap hook, so it's going to be very easy for me to get a loot there. You go to this tower and then go to the other tower. Either way, the whole reason why I would go to the tower is literally just to get the security breach. Let's see how high that is. So I can't get it in one shot. We're just going to do this instead. I know that nobody is here. I want to look up.
By the tower.
Try not to take any damage. Look around. Any dressers, any drawers. Again, we got a kettle. You know what I'm saying? You can find guns. It is possible. But I am specifically looking for security breaches. So unfortunately, it is not there. I'm going to leave that kettle because I do not want it. If you want, you can take this. I don't recommend taking it though because it almost always never yields anything good. So that thing is gonna call a bunch of arc on me. I'm not gonna be in that area when they spawn, so I'm not worried about it. I see that there's a player all the way to the right in the back. I need to get to this room first. Someone could spawn to the right too. I seen that someone had already died. So we're gonna try and get here as fast as possible. Be one of the first people. Turn that off, just so I can hear. This is the most valuable room in the building. Guaranteed trinkets. Breach doors are always going to give you high tier loot. Alright, there we go. We got a security breach. I'm hearing that someone is here also. I am not sure if this is going to be a friendly, so I'm going to loot these right here because they're the closest ones. I'm also going to hit up the security breach. Trying to get something good. I'll take this. That's pretty decent. Got a ventilator. The ventilator is going to replace that. There we go. Yeah, GG's, man. GG's. Oh, man. Yep. You will... I don't even know how that guy hit me. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that's literally never happened in any of my games. But that is cool. That is super cool. You have very cool people like that. So, there's that. I don't know if I'm missing a locker or not. He wasn't exactly PvPing, but you know, I don't want to lose my shit, so unfortunately I had to put that guy down. You can PvP, don't be afraid to PvP. PvP will not like put you in like crazy ass lobbies, like as long as you aren't out here committing Tifu level atrocities, bro, you'll be fine, bro. At this point, I'm pretty much just looting regular. Someone's already leaving. So, I have a hatchie, so the strategy right now isn't going to be to create one. It is literally just trying to maximize as much money as I can squeeze out of this game. So honestly, breaches will not generate the most income unless you're like on Bluegate, because I think you can get like blueprints out of breaches. But for right now, we are looking for sheer profit. Just straight profit. That's all we care about. Money. Obviously, if you end up killing a dude, you get his shit. I mean, you do whatever you want to do with that. But I am looking for money. Money and batteries. Batteries are going to also be a source of money, especially if you have advanced power cells. Yo.
Hello, my love.
Hello.
I'm actually finally leaving. Sorry, me and my mom.
Oh, you're good. I'm over here having a quote-unquote... Hi. I'm over here having like a quote-unquote educational stream, so...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
What's up your time?
No, baby. You're fine.
Cut off at the end.
Yeah, you're fine.
She's been watching your streams.
Who?
My mom.
Oh, cool, cool.
She was saying she's seen a live stream talking about, like, you had a girl character where you talk about how you took the game, and she was watching it, but it cut off at the end.
Oh. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I did that.
Oh, I remember. I want you to go downstairs and grab garlic bread. You can.
Yep, I can. I'll be doing that right after this game because I'm going to be extracting as soon as possible.
Great. It's 9:13, so you know I'm not rushing you. I'm giving you a little time to.
Alright, yep. Thank you. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you'll like it a lot.
Alright, you got me all excited.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure out the thing that you were doing. So if I can, I will, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't end up getting the receipt at Dollar General because when the lady came up to me and asked me if I scared me off, I didn't want to buy something staring in front of her.
I totally get it. I understand.
Yeah, but if there's not enough room, we'll get it, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna keep you updated.
Alright, baby.
I'm gonna let you go, baby. I love you.
I love you too, babe.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Get home safe. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. And that was my lovely girlfriend. She was on her way home after hanging out with her mom. Yeah, I think they lowered the fire rate a lot. What is nutting us like sheer profit right now? Honestly, I might just dip at this point because I'm not really getting anything good. I kind of want to hit like the 100K mark, especially because like a whole bunch of this like isn't even touched. But like, I'm not really getting anything good right now. No purples, no trinkets. This might not even be worth hatching out over, I'm not gonna lie. To me, it might not be worth hatching out over. Like, you know, the other people it might be, you know, you got a couple guns. But once you do certain things, like a certain amount of time, like, your idea of, like, loot is gonna, you know, shape the kind of person that you are. Like, this isn't geared to me. Like, this isn't really loot. This is a bunch of things that, like, if you really need, not even if you really need that, you should grab as early as possible. Like all the durables, for example, all the durable cloths you're finding in here. I would grab that, like, super early game. You know, like, when you just start the game, I would grab all of those. But as of right now, I just don't need it. There we go, we got some money. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna grab the ducks. I see like a bunch of ducks, to be honest. A lot of tape too. So I'm just gonna hug the outskirts here. I don't think that's about it, but we're sitting on like 93,000. You know, it's a little bit of money. Again, you can fight whoever you want to fight. You can do whatever you want to do. This is my run. You can just take what you can from my run, apply it to yours. I literally stayed in one building, looted the whole building, and I'm sitting on like 100k. If I really sold my entire inventory right now, that's what I would get. And I have money to the point where like I literally realistically could just sell all of this shit and I would be like okay with it. And that's kind of the goal, you know, like when you're playing like PvP and whatnot, you probably won't even end up spending like a lot, just spending on, especially depending on like when you first get into PvP, you definitely won't be spending like a crazy amount of space dollars to like enjoy PvP. You literally don't even have to. So I personally sit here, I don't know about other people, but yes, this puts me at a disadvantage, but this also puts me at an advantage because I can see that corner where people come from. I can do that. And then I can do this. So I'm kind of like fully aware of my surroundings, especially when I'm using my ears. So I like jumping in when it's like this. Unfortunately, I messed up, but I like jumping in when it's like halfway up because that gives you a little bit more of a barricade to protect yourself with the natural hatch. But there we go, a somewhat decent 100k raid. So all in all, I've made like 200k again. Like this is probably boring to some people, which is fine. But again, you still gotta prepare, you know what I'm saying? Like when you just start the game, you probably aren't instantly gonna try and fight people. Maybe you are a psycho like that, but I am not, unfortunately. So I will not be doing that yet. So I got a Veterinator. It is level 2. It's worth 9k. I have nothing on it. It's gonna sit. You know what I'm saying? This is the stash. It is definitely gonna sit. I'm not gonna go crazy over anvils, to be honest with you. So literally all of this shit is getting sold. Don't care. All of this shit is getting sold. I can keep that at 57k. I can sell this because I have so many I really don't need them, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. There we go. Made a whole bunch of profit. And these are basically, you know, bought the gun with money that I basically made from a previous raid. I haven't lost it. That's another thing too. The longer you keep gear, the less you have to pay shit. And you know, like you just get like, you know what I'm saying? All you're doing is just selling what you're getting in the game. Now, mind you, max carry weight, like this is probably the best augment in the game. I got 20 fucking slots. I can carry whatever I want. Again, yes, guns are valuable, very valuable, but you're probably not gonna sell the guns. So, you know, that's kind of why it's like, you do whatever you want to do, you know? For real, like you do whatever you want to do. If you want to stack up, whatever, make sure you got the guns that are good for dealing with people, and then craft the guns that you want to deal with arc. You know? So any hole crackers, that's arc. Any of these, that's arc. I'm gonna end this live stream. I am not the best teacher. I will say that now. I'm not the best teacher. I'm not the most entertaining. I like playing games and I do what works, and I feel like a lot of people can take that and use that as they will. You can have fun on this game. All you gotta do is maybe implement a little bit something different. If I was playing like a Harvester or Matriarch, I'm not gonna lie, this live stream would be a hell of a lot more fun. That ass. Even in solos. Like for real, like the past couple of games that I played honestly was like literally all like Matriarch, Harvester. Bro, you got people defeating people, reviving people. It is fun. I can prove it. I have literally all of these. Literally all of these, okay? Anyways, have fun out there, Raiders. And just really just enjoy yourself. You don't gotta be like anybody else. You don't gotta PvP if you don't want to. You don't have to PvE only if you really don't want to. If you want to get some kills, go get some kills, my man. Just the only thing that I ask that you take away from this is you can play the game however you want. And if that's fun to you, just stick to it, man. If it's fun to you genuinely, bro, just stick to that. Don't switch out for nobody. Just play the game, bro. Because granted, I still PvP. You feel me? I still PvP. I still kill people. You know? That happens. But let it come to you. Don't be like every other streamer you see or every other content creator where like literally your content just has to be fighting. You know, you gotta push everything. You gotta go to Stellamontes. You gotta give yourself an aneurysm. Don't do that shit, bro. Don't do that shit. At some point, you might just gotta play a different game. It's hard to stream this game. It's hard to, you know, genuinely have some content out of it because honestly, all the content is the same. There is no content creators really out here pumping PvE content. You know, you got the people that's telling you where to find loot, but that's not necessarily like PvE. Like you aren't watching like hours of gameplay, watching somebody like loot grass, bro. You know? It probably get boring for you, bro. I understand. But for anyone that stuck around, anyone that maybe skipped this far, I love you guys. Drop me a follow. You know, do all of that. Support the channel, okay? I'm doing my best. I've been on and off this shit for forever. Genuinely, Fortnite is probably more entertaining content. I have more fans for Fortnite, but I don't want to get locked to Fortnite. It's not necessarily that I want to do whatever I want to do, but I love playing video games, but having fun is more important to me. I will not post or upload anything if that shit is not fun. Again, I'm not anybody. So you don't gotta worry about missing out on anything, to be honest. No. You can stay here exclusively if you want to. But if I become somebody, and it's because of you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate it. Now without further ado, everybody have a good day. I gotta go get me some garlic bread.